Okay, yeah. So that part is level 0, so it's not going to block the LOS of the unit.
Yeah.
Too. Okay, so question: can the units in Z6 shoot into X4? I mean, I would think it's at level 2 just because it's inside that black bar, so only the black bar is at level 0 is my reading. Well, they're going to get shot to shit is what's going to happen, but yeah. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, okay. Your other leader may be out of line of sight as well, and I suspect the unit in W6, and very possibly the one in X6 as well. No, it should be at level 2, right?
Yeah.
I think X6 is visible from AA1. And then I think the guys in the back, like FF9, and those guys are also probably going to be. Yeah, the guys in FF9 are probably out of sight because they're. No, because they're down. They're down a level. They're behind the cliff in FF8. Okay, I'm just saying. I think even with that, I think I can see across the top of FF8, but they're in the shadow of FF8 from me. You know. So, do we think any of my guys, maybe these guys back here, might be concealed? No. Yeah. Well, would they? Because you're up a level. No, they're not. It's January. I mean, come on, I need to maneuver. All right, you ready to begin? Do I go first? Yay. Yeah, I think that's so you can't climb it. Yeah, well, you know. I don't think I have anything in rally. I am not bringing in my reinforcements immediately. All right. And it can make it less wet, which would conversely not help me. I mean,
Actually, you're changing the.
well, that's true. I don't know. The dust storms can come. I don't know. I have no rally actions. Prep fire. Sure. Let's see. I'll just be sassy. CC2 will fire at AA6. So that is going to be a 3 up 2, I believe. Nothing. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot. Yeah, AA1. AA1 will similarly make the shot, leader directed, so that is 3 down, or excuse me, up 1. Also nothing. And lastly, my machine guns up on J2 will fire at Z6. The range is 9. I think LOS is busted, just FYI. I got a big error message when I came in, so. Yeah, so just, I'm pretty sure I'm up on the same level as you, so I think that shouldn't, that there's no issue there. So leader will direct, so it is going to be 8 down 1. There we go. 4 on heat is 2 MC. I did not get rate. Last, my dudes in X4. Can they see Z6? I think that's the only people they could possibly see at this point. Yes, I mean, they're going to fire. Leader directed, everybody's going to open up. It does cross the Cliff X side in Z6, but the Z6 Y6 Cliff X side. Do the heroes get 1 firepower with 4 range, or am I reading those numbers wrong? So those guys have a net, what, -2? Right, and it's 4 firepower, so 4 at -1. And nothing. And my light machine gun almost breaks. I think that's it for me. Movement. Nothing. Defense fire. Leader succeeds barely. These guys all have +2 morale, just FYI. So. And I believe with the leader mod, they all pass. No. The 2 of them are pinned. Yeah, that's fine. If you just want to put, what is it, 3 hexes from Y5? Yeah, drop like a V or a star or something in Y5 so that we know that's the center. I can count 3 hexes out from that. No routes. No CC. Over to you. Do pins come off? All of the engineers are going to attempt. So the top unit will start. He'll be the active unit. Yeah, no, I know. I'm just, is only the top unit TI or are they all TI? All right, I'm just going to put that on there. Basically, everybody in that stack is attempting to place a footbridge in Y2. Well, they don't, it's not there yet. Yeah, the orientation actually kind of, it sort of matters, but not really. Because it's technically a pontoon. Yeah, no. I mean, it's fine. Whatever suits your aesthetic sense. Yeah, it's a lot. It's going to be minus what, 4 times 3. So yeah, basically not a 12. I thought it's -4 for each additional squad because it's -2 just for being extra, and then an additional 2 for each one for being sappers because they're all sappers. So I actually thinking about it. When does TI come off? Okay, then I am going to only use 2 extra squads. Because otherwise I could not actually advance onto the bridge to continue it. No, but if it comes off at the end of my turn, then... Oh, okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, so this is technically... Yeah, so I'm actually gonna leave 1 out. Let me think about this. It's a net minus... No, because the first guy only counts for -3 because he's not an extra squad. So he's -1 for the squad initiating, an additional -2 for being a sapper. So that's a -3 for him. It's -4 for the leader, including the leader. And then so one extra would be -8. So yeah, we'll leave 2. Sorry, go ahead. That's my bit. No, CC phase. So we don't actually know whether I've gotten it built or not. Yep. Three flat on who? Why is it? Well, they're in. Yeah. Okay. Yay! Leader first succeeds. So he gives him a -1. So cancel that. Yep. So I'm gonna do. I guess I'll just go top to bottom. Yeah, third and fourth rolls are TI'd. Of course. Okay, huh. That's kind of annoying. Oh, they're fanatic? Does that have any effect? Oh, yeah, that's right. The guy's North River. Never mind. I cannot actually break these guys. So I will mark them as escaped. That is how we will know that they're broken. Okay, yep. All right. Let's see. CC2 will fire at AA6, so that is going to be a 3 up 2. Yay! Nothing. Thank God. Yes. AA1 will continue with leader direction, so that's 3 up 1. Also nothing. And the support weapons will also fire at them because sure. That is going to be an 8 up 1. Nothing. Why did I put prep fire? Ignore that. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm confused. It's been a long day. And that's all I got. Yeah, I have one. Yep, that's exactly where he's going. I don't get a roll. You broke the bridging engineering. No, it's the guy. You broke the guy that was doing it. Everybody else is just helping. At least the way I'm reading it, the way I'm reading it is that the guy that you designate as doing the actual clearance, so unless he's broken, he has to be in good order. I mean, no, I take that back. I guess I could still do it with just the one. I just have a much less chance of it. So that's a good question. Do you lose TI if you break? So I guess technically I've declared those two units are doing a quote-unquote clearance attempt, which is the thing. So I think technically there is still one unit there plus the leader. So yeah. All right, so I have no labor status. Leadership factor is a -1. It's one quad, so that's a -1. They are sappers, that's a -2, so we're at -4. EC is wet, so is that a +2 or a -2? So that's a net -2. There are no heroes, no bulldozers, so net -2. And no, so they get a labor -1, I believe. So the pontoon is not there. Sorry, that was me. All right, I think I got this. Well, that was poopy. All right, let's see. Weather, no. I am not bringing in my reinforcements quite yet. I do have a rally attempt. The leader will attempt to rally the prisoners. Prisoners, sappers, it's all pretty much the same. Yeah, so that's a success. So they are caught again. And forced back into service. Prep fire. Let's do our routine. All right. Let's see. Nobody else new to fire at, really. So yeah, we're going to continue to shoot up AA6. We'll start with CC2. 3 up 2. Nothing. This time the prep fire is appropriate. AA1, 3 up 1. Nothing. And finally, our machine guns will open up. They are going to be 8 up 1. Aha! A 5 on 8 is 2 MC. And I get rate, so I will continue to fire at you. Second shot. Ah, damn it. I don't think the dudes on the ground have any... I can't even really suicide him off the cliff. Yeah, no, I was thinking I might use the heroes just for amusement relief to go do something, but nah. We'll wait for the prisoner or sappers to complete the bridge. I have no movement. Defensive fire. None. Now I know why there's 8 turns. Prisoner, the sappers advance back into the orchard. No CC. Over to you. Oh, right. Yes, that's my go. Yes. I will move 1 under the TA. I think the labor also applies to them as well. Because it applies to the role. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we'll throw them in. Yeah. I don't have any rallies. I mean, at this point, you could almost run right down the road and just overrun my dudes. until you get up on top. Or
Yeah.
all right. CC2. Oh ho, they cower. Oh, that's right. I forgot my dudes were counterproof. So that is a 6 on 5, 6 on 3, which is a contest check. Pass. Right. Yeah, pretty much. AA1, 3 up 1. Pretty sure that's nothing. 7 on 3. Oh, aren't you pinned? Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, and then the machine guns, because I love tempting fate. That's it for dance. Oh, you mean your 6+1 isn't going to help out? All right, so let's see. It's -1 for leader, -1 for labor, -1 for the first dude. Excuse me, -3 for the first dude. So that's -5, -9 total, I believe. Yep. So -7. No. Labor flips to -2. That's where all my 11s are going. All the 10s on the machine gun. Yeah, I mean, you'd think a -7 would be enough, but what do I know? I don't have any rallies. All right. Prep fire. Yep. Let's do the roll. CC2. Ooh. That's a 5 on 3. That's a NMC. And are you Axis or am I? Yeah, no, that's my same. Never mind. Sorry, I forgot we had actual camera. Okay, cool. Jesus. Now I really have like jack shit to do. Oh, hey, wait. 1, 2. Yeah. AA1 will fire at AA6 because of sure one. Nothing. And I don't have anything else to shoot at. Movement phase. Nothing. Defensive fire. None. Routes. tools come. Over to you. I will allocate another sapper. No. I needed to do that at this point, so yeah, I will allocate another sapper. Okay. I have some defensive fire. We'll get there. Go ahead. All right, no, I'm gonna have myself. All right. CC2 is going to fire at BB7. I think it's just at the edge of my range. Yes. Sorry. Oh, this tool is going weird. So it's a 3 up 2. Nothing. And don't think I can actually see anybody. Yeah, not yet. All right, that's it. Advance fire. Yeah, I got to roll on CC. Yeah, so -2 for labor, -3, -6 for the first guy. Yeah. It's minus a lot. Yes, hallelujah. All right, so they succeed. Everybody with the top guys. All right. I have no rally actions, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Go for it. Prep fire. I have nothing to fire at. Movement phase. Sorry, let me look something up here. They will assault move to H3. Defense fire. None. Nobody's got any routes. Advance phase. No CC, but at the end of it, the TI comes off. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. Sorry, that was an advance phase. I hope you'll let me. There's the labor. Yeah, so they lose TI. Pontoon bridges have a stacking limit of 1, just FYI, just to make life even more shitty. Yeah, huh. I mean, I think you probably can, but it's going to be really hard to get dudes across the river. I'm just going to say that. Specifically, it's 6.44 because it's a footbridge. It's 10 tons, so I don't think infantry can do it. I think it's vehicles only. I mean, I think no, because collapse specifically refers to vehicles or wrecks.
Right.
And vehicles are actually not allowed on a footbridge, only infantry. So 642, 643, and 6431 do not apply in this particular. The unit in Y2 will start construction. I can't see any. Well, no, wait. The machine guns will try and fire at X6 for giggles. And yes, it is. So let's just see if I trigger anything. Me and my goddamn prep fire obsession. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I believe I have a net -1. So close. All right. Because I'm getting bored. I forgot to do it last turn. Nah, I just it was going to be embarrassing, so you know. These guys are going to assault move. All right, yes, I'm sorry, I forgot you just. I don't have any rally. Prep fire. I have no prep fire. How comes my shame? I think I'm going to be exposed moving next to those guys no matter what I do. Correct?
Yeah.
Assault move. So they're dead. So when does residual fire happen? Before or after other shots? Assault move, sorry. What? Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all right. I'm not too worried about it, really. This scenario is kind of amusing just for other reasons. And I didn't remember it either, so no worries. I gotta go back and look. These guys are technically fanatic. So they get +1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to go back and check. Yep. And then they will assault move in. They will move. Assault move. Defense fire. Okay. Advance fire. Yeah, sure. GG9 will fire at FF9, so that's going to be 6, 12. So 6 flat, I think. So 4 on 6 is a 2MC. Routes. Now my guys don't surrender, but they can't route. Well, I guess my question is, do they have to move? Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead and route then. I'll just leave them there for this turn. Advance phase. They will advance in here. I think that's it. Actually, no, I take that back. They will advance. No CC. And over to you. Shit. I'm sorry. I was cranking through my advances so much. Can I just advance that whole stack? All right, they're all going to join in because, hey, why not? Actually, I'm going to leave one dude out just in case I actually manage to pull off building the bridge section. Oh, hey. Okay. 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 The stack in FF9 will fire at DD9. 4.5 up 1, yeah. Machine guns will try and fire again at Y6. And continue to fail. And don't break. All right. Yeah, no worries. I understand. That's cool. All right, I think it's anything but a 12 here. Yeah, so we successful. Good. What a change. I cannot self-rally those guys. They are not in rally terrain yet.
One, but
Okay, we'll try and self-rally the regular squad then. And fail. I think that's it for round action or rally actions. Excuse me. Prep fire. Don't think I have any. Because I don't think I can see anybody. Well, no. Can I see? Yeah, no prep fire. Movement fade. That's 1, 2, 3. I will repeat and take the 1 residual. And the leader will move down. What's the portage points for a crew? Is it 3? So medium. Yeah, so they lose 1 movement factor. So yeah, they have 3. Yeah, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's salt move. These guys are still TI'd until the end of my CC phase. Defense fire. I'm sorry, man. That's a sad blow to lose that too. We are going to return fire. 89 will fire, so that's going to be a 3 up 2. It's doubled halved, right? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. There's 2 units there, so yeah, so it's 12 halved to 6 halved to. So pretty sure that's nothing. Yeah. Ah well. I don't think I've had any other advanced fire. Yeah, I don't think I can actually see anything. Routes. I have a dumb question. Is it etiquette to keep all your unrouted guys like at the top? Like, what's the usual stacking order? Okay, yeah, no worries. I wanted to make sure. Advanced phase, yes. Because sure. What's the rule for advancing into overstack? ECX? Okay. All right. I have no more advancing. Sorry. It's yeah, don't worry. Yeah, there you go. So CC, let's see. So I believe I'm on 2-1. Sure thing. So that is a counter direction. Oh, you're inexperienced, aren't you? They're considered stealthy, I know that much, so they definitely get the -1, but I don't know. They're not. Yeah, they're just stealthy in that, plus the woods modifier, I think. No, I'm actually fine getting stuck in melee. So let's see. I actually am going to declare an attempt. So we will TI that. I do have some rally actions, but I believe you need to go first. And I've got my 2 over here, which, yes and no, I believe. Even Fanatic, he'd be 6, so yeah, the 9 fails. So yeah, the half squad is still broken. All right, that's it, I believe. Not a pin, because I'm Fanatic. Okay. All right. None. Could also go to A9. Do it.
I mean,
Yeah, kind of figured that was coming. I think we do the CC first. Well, it says in the CC phase, so I don't know if we do the bridging first or the CC first. All right, it's a net -1. So no. Okay, I am going to gang up on one of your 3/36s. No other changes. Yes, I have a rally action, sorry. My half squad succeeds.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's it for rally. Prep a fire. None. Movement. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Assault move. Assault move. Assault move. Assault move. Assault move. It's 2 crew to this, or 2 crew consider full squads or half squads for stacking. Assault move. Yeah, that's fine. Defense fire. Thank you, Stu. I'm trying. It's very slow. There's nothing I can see. Goddamn. In the chat. Yeah, sorry, in the ASL chat, the Vassal chat. They're not subject to ELR or heat of battle, but it doesn't say anything about not being able to be not able to break. They just don't. They can't attack or anything like that. They have morale 8, and all they do is bridge. I mean, I was assuming that they were treated like regular MMCs.
Yeah,
I mean,
me too.
is there a reduced strength prisoner counter? Okay. I mean, if they can't break, then why do they have CR? Whatever. I'm happy with it. It's amusing me. So you know. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. We were advanced fire, so no advanced. Oops, sorry. Back it up, please. Right. Yes. Advanced phase. Hiya. No, the TI doesn't come off until end of close combat. Well, they're all going to help out, so yeah. I mean, it's just going to pop right back on again. So, let's see. I don't think I have any other advances. Just well, I mean, sure, why not? Melee. Okay, so they have 4, so you're going to have 7 on 4. Is that 3 to 2? We don't have to roll for ambush for the new guys, right? So, I have to pick everybody or one squad, correct? All right, yeah. Since I've pretty much lost this this particular bit, I'm not going to be able to clear out those guys. We're just going to play it out for fun, I guess, at this point. All right, the leader and the squad will attack the half squad, so they're a 4 to 1. The other 2 squads will gangbang one of your squads for a 2 to 1. Leader and squad at a 4 to 1 minus 1. It's a 6, so we get you. And the other guys, it's a 2 to 1 flat. Get you as well. So close. I think that's it. Yes, I'm going to TI that whole stack. Over to you. Anything but well, even a 12 succeeds, I think. Nope, gotcha. And the bridging attempt. Ha ha! No weather change. I have no rallies. Dun dun! Pretty sure I can't assault up cliffs, right? No, I can't. There's literally no way. Well, yeah, because the engineers block. So the engineers, that hex now costs what? There's 3 extra squads there, so it's going to cost 4 moving factors to walk through that hex.
Like,
That's a lot of shots. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna concede this one. Honestly, there's no way I can win really. Yeah, I mean, I should have. Stu was right there. I totally spaced that those guys had a 10 morale, so they're pretty raunchy coming up out of that thing. But yeah, and I botched the bridging a little bit. I suspect.
well, so deviate the.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be a little bit clearer. I think that's one of those things where, it's one of those scenarios where they probably play tested it once or twice. I mean, not at all. Yeah, no, definitely. Well, I mean, you end up doing what I did. I mean, I think the expectation is that you'll put more guys up on the cliffs to so we can exchange fire back and forth. I mean, yeah, it's pretty crappy, but I guess the idea is that you'll put some fire on the engineers to try and prevent the crossing, and so I will need guys kind of doing what I did, which was driving you off the cliff tops. So I think there's some expectation there. You probably would have had more to do if I had, had half a brain and realized that the X4 guys were basically a missile that I needed to shoot at somebody to embroil them in close combat kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, had you set up on BB-8 or whatever, it would have been a little bit more interesting over on that side, I think. I would have been more inclined to bring them on in turn 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's not all right, but it's like, oh, okay. I mean, it was kind of amusing, like the engineer cock-ups and and everything else. I would have put my machine guns in a slightly different place. I think they probably should have gone on A1, just for shooting and things purposes, or maybe CC2. I don't know. That might have been a better choice there, depending on how you set up. I was kind of like, they're not really useful for getting across early. Like I needed to just get a ton of infantry off, so they're just kind of hanging back. So that's why I threw them up on the level so I could try and fire, at units up on the cliff tops to try and keep them off things. That was my thought anyway. But once you retreated back behind the walls or off the top of the cliffs on the east side there on the Z5, Z6, A6 cliff, there wasn't anything for them to do anymore. So it just kind of like, let's shuffle them around a little bit, see if we can get a shot. Yeah, like I say, I think the scenario designers expect people to put up more of an active defense along the cliff tops. So I think there's supposed to be a little bit more back and forth across the river kind of thing. So like the engineers are advancing under fire. So you get situations like what we had, where like one or two of them break, and maybe you have a turn or two of delay. So I think that's the intent anyway. But does the scenario support that? I don't know. Maybe your first line troops are up on there, and your conscripts are just get suckered into the back kind of thing. Yeah, no. So yeah, I mean, Yeah, I mean that's you're doing, you know, you're going to be eating residual all the way up the throat. I mean, I can see you in parking a leader in Z7 and maybe W6, and yeah, just units break, they run back there, get rallied, and kind of, you know, rinse and repeat the cycle. Yeah, my dice are pretty decent. Like all things considered, I didn't really roll all that often, to be honest. Do you have a second leader, or is that 6+1 hit? Yeah, that's true. No, I mean, it's kind of interesting. Like I say, I feel like your leaders are probably going to end up like here and maybe here, and you're just going to cycle up on the cliffs, kind of trying to shoot me down until I get close in, and then it's, you know, how fast can I run up the gullet and get in there, and hopefully my 4 squads over on the east side there can get in to kind of annoy your conscripts a bit. Yeah, no, I mean, I think the counter there is probably going to be the X4 guys. Like they're going to be your leader dudes. Like they're because they got 10 morale. So
Yeah.
well, here's an interesting thing. If you do that from the start, so if you just basically say, I'm going to set up over on the eastern side and not really worry about it, then I'm going to start thinking about different routes to get my units over there. So yes, that is the shortest route, but it's not necessarily the only route. No, I mean, I start thinking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I take a slight delay to get all there to come in on that side, you know, so that way I'm not bringing troops under fire. Um, no, you can put it anywhere you want. So yeah, I mean, or the other thing I could do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like just keep running. You know? Just make bridges. The problem is you can only do 1 bridging attempt a turn, so you basically get 1 hex per turn. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, I thought about that. It's like, could as long as they're next to the river, do you just get to place the next chunk? And Yes, and so the answer to that is, like, if you're being extremely literal about it, then yes. But it kind of fails my personal reality test. Like, I feel like they would have to move it out, or they would have to stay in the same place, and the bridge would have to be contiguous. Like, you know, I couldn't do like, my first hex is here, my second hex is here. Like they can't be just in random places in the river. They have to be literally adjacent to the whatever unit is positioned. So I think the intent is you're supposed to run the engineers across, but I guess technically you could read them as being able to place wherever you want. Yeah, the snipers could have been interesting. I'm kind of like the other things I don't quite get are like, hey, units with firepower and brackets, are they considered unarmed? Okay. Okay, so that is why they CR. Because if you look, this is like, do you memorize the prisoner rules? Because otherwise you're hosed. So yes, so if you look at, I think it's 20.54, it's A40, yeah, I'm sorry, A20.54. At the top of the page on A46, the first complete sentence, a prisoner/unarmed unit which fails an MC is not broken, it suffers a casualty reduction instead. So yeah, it's like buried in this huge like thing under prisoners. Nothing at all about unarmed units. Like there's no like secondary section that says, "Hey, unarmed units follow this." Blah blah blah. So yeah, hey, good luck if you think that they're actually prisoners, which you wouldn't because they're not. It says prisoner or does it say prisoner slash unarmed unit? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, no, I'm using the 107 version of the electronic rulebook. Just FYI. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. It's silly. Like yes, if you know the definition of unarmed, they are technically unarmed, but really, where? They're not prisoners though. That's the thing. It's like yes, they're unarmed, but the entire discussion of unarmed is in the context of prisoners. There's no like you don't have like Russian labor battalions or something where they don't have weapons. Hey, if you shoot them by your own side, they count double for victory conditions. So, I mean, it's an interesting scenario. I think, if we reset it and did it a little bit differently, it might go a little bit differently. But it's still very difficult for the Red Chinese, I think. Yeah, it doesn't interact very well with the TI rules. Yeah, the thing I'd like to see is I'd like to see the ability to do multiple bridges. Like, I think that might be interesting. Like, yeah, I mean, there's kind of no incentive to not stack them up because particularly since they don't, they don't count for stacking essentially, as far as I can tell, or do they? Yeah, I mean, they cannot enter known enemy occupied locations, so I gotta be honest. I was gonna have them get to Z3 and then make another bridge in Z4 just to move them off of it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, make the bridge building maybe a little bit more, a little more automatic, I guess. Like give them like a 10 or less, just a flat roll for engineers. Um, unless they're like good order, they still have to be good ordered to do it, but it's a it's a 10 or less or 9 or less. Like there's a chance that they fail, but not. And yeah, and then I agree that I'm not certain what the intent is of putting it onto the KMT player's turn. Like, I'm sure there's something movement. There's some movement wackiness that's why they're doing that. Um, oh no! I think I know that it's so that they can actually advance it. Because otherwise, it would be at the start of the turn and then after CC, which is the end of the turn, so they wouldn't get to move. So then the following turn, they'd have to move. So they couldn't do a second segment. But I don't know. Then I would think that if you do something with the target numbers, you could like sequence them. So it's like a couple guys, or do like what I did, where you had one or two guys that just didn't do it. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, no, it's an interesting scenario. Yeah, I think it needs a little tinkering, but and obviously we kind of botched it on both sides, so I'm not, I'm not sure this is a fair playthrough, but yeah, it was interesting. What's the next one going to look like? Oh right, yeah, this is you got to split your forces in half, or your forces get split in half, and I got to capture everything. All right, well, that's going to be interesting. No, you can move. You just can't go board to board. So everybody that's on board 9 has to stay on board 9. Everybody on board 33 has to stay on board 33. So you can't reinforce each other, basically.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
Yeah, it's one of those where I have to decide which way I want to go. And I kind of don't have a clue of how they look, so I'll have to wait until I get the. Yeah, you are much more quickly at that than I am. Yeah, if you don't mind. I got a lot going on at night during the week, and it's starting to get to the point where, you know. Yeah, and by all means, continue with other scenarios. If you want to play through all the long march stuff with me, that's great. And I would say continue with your other player if you can. Yeah, that's cool. I would ask that you try and save some Spanish Civil War stuff for me. I'm reading a book on fascism in Spain, and I'm kind of a little gung ho for that.
It doesn't have like a campaign or anything. Oh boy. I mean, you know I love my DCs. All right, sounds good, man. Yep, see you then. Have a good week.
Man, you know what really sucks? It really sucks when I could swear that I saw my bar working. And it didn't record any of my voice for this entire thing. Alright, well, a special recap for the After Action report, I guess. This scenario was kind of a shit show because we screwed up some stuff. Namely, I screwed up my setup. I should not have set up further west than BB, the BB hex row. So that was kind of a screw up that really messed with the red Chinese player to even get on board. It's kind of a crazy scenario anyways. We had some problems with getting the bridges up, which that sucked. I mean, we can see it took all game just to get these bridges up, just because the, sappers are sappers, but whatever. We had problems with reading the rules in terms of, like, how do we interpret them. The fact that the sappers are, like, unarmed units, and how they casualty reduce was confusing, because we weren't expecting that sort of thing. I don't even think it marks them. Yeah, so, and the other issue too is that the rules, the special scenario rules, don't say that they're unarmed. They don't say that they're prisoners. They just say they're OB given 106s. And frankly speaking, I think if the rules were clearer on that aspect, it would have been much better. But yeah, God, I guess tonight was really a crapshoot with my mic not picking up any of my audio, which is great. So yeah, Long March is going to be taking place on Tuesdays only, just because Hypnobeard, my opponent, has you guys heard him. There's just a heavier schedule, so we won't be able to play Long March as much. Going to supplement that with just going through other scenarios from other designers, other packs, etc. So we're going to be doing that for a while. And we're going to reserve some Spanish Civil War stuff for myself and Hypno, just so that we have some fun to go and play through with that. Many apologies for the technical issues. I guess what happens happens. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate everybody who comments, watches, and likes the videos. And if there's anybody who wants to do shoutouts or whatever, let me know. Until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.